Hello, everybody, and welcome into tonight's broadcast. I'm Samuel Reese coming to you live for my first Boston Celtics and NBA broadcast, for that matter, of the 2021-22 season. And from TD Garden, the Boston Celtics seek revenge against the Toronto Raptors, of whom they fell to in the home opener just a few weeks ago. To the starting lineups we go. First for the Celtics, they roll out Marcus Smart, Dennis Schroeder, Jason Tatum, Al Horford, and Rob Williams. On the flip side, for the visiting Toronto Raptors, they go with Fred VanVleet, Gary Trent Jr., OG Anunoby, Scotty Barnes, and Pascal Siakam. So that's how the two sides look like tonight. And the key matchup, Robert Williams against Pascal Siakam. Williams had 16 points, 8 rebounds Saturday at the Mavericks. Sunday against the Nets, Siakam tallied 15 points with 4 rebounds. Thank you, Nate, for tuning in. Glad to have you here, Nate, as always. I've been busy the last week and a half or so, but great to be back as we look at the health report. Jaylen Brown, the lone player out for the Celtics, dealing with that hamstring injury. And Kem Birch out with a calf injury, and also out for Toronto tonight is Yuta Watanabe. Watanabe actually dealing with a calf injury. Bridge, I should say, has a knee injury. So sorry for flipping the injuries there. So those are the two players absent for Toronto. As we're underway from TD Garden, the Celtics control the opening tip. They're going from right to left in this first quarter. Pat Frayer, one of the officials tonight, as Schroeder's under bit of pressure and draws the foul. The other referees are Brent Barnacki and C.J. Washington. And no surprise that Schroeder draws an early foul. This is a very physical Toronto team. That was certainly the case in the matchup between these two teams at TD Garden just a few weeks ago. The Celtics 0-3 at home this season. Just one of two teams without a home win thus far. Here's Marcus Smart on the right wing. He finds Horford. Horford along the baseline, fade away, and knocks it down over Siakam. Al Horford, of course, back in Boston as a Celtic after a spell in Philadelphia, and he's been one of the bright spots for Boston so far. The Raptors, by the way, 4-0 on the road this season, compared to just a 2-5 record at home. What's good, Karam? Welcome into the broadcast. There's an alley-oop, and it's thrown down by Scotty Barnes. Yeah, that was very rough, Karam. Worst loss of the season, without a doubt. I mean, Marcus Smart committing that foul, just stupid, as Al Horford put up the layup, and it's thrown down at the rim by Rob Williams. Williams, who actually played well on Saturday against Dallas. And yeah, Luka pretty much does own us. Yeah, I have to give credit to Doncic. That was an incredible buzzer beater. Just a devastating way to lose for Boston. Is pulling up for 3 is Gary Trent Jr. That falls short, and snatching the rebound is Tatum. Tatum back to Schroeder. Schroeder to Tatum. Corner 3. You bet. Jason Tatum knocks down the triple, and the Celtics have a 7-2 lead early. Here's VanVleet, pass down low, and throwing it down over Marcus Smart is OG Anunoby. What's good, Travis? We got Travis in the stream. Great to see you, man. Hope you're doing well, Travis. As Tatum with a bounce pass to Schroeder. High arching layup, won't fall. He wanted the foul, didn't get the call. Now the Raptors run in transition. This is kicked out by Scotty Barnes. 3 no good. Williams the rebound. Tatum will slow it down on the right wing, guarded by Anunoby along the perimeter. Tatum going ISO. Step back 3. In and out. Thought he had another one, but not quite. And now Toronto the other way. It's Scotty Barnes spinning through the lane. And that's knocked away by Smart. It'll stay Toronto ball. How about Scotty Barnes on that last possession with the one-handed throwdown? How was my day? Pretty good, Travis. Yeah, I had a half day of school. Tomorrow I have no school because it's Veterans Day, and then Friday I have another half day. So I can't complain about this week's schedule for my school. The 2 half days are because of parent-teacher conferences in the afternoon. So, yeah, this latter part of the week is shaping out nicely for me. Glad I have an off day of school tomorrow, and it's been going well. Yeah, it's been going well. This is a bounce pass to Horford. Horford kicks it out. 3 from Smart. That won't go. But the rebound put in by Rob Williams. What a great job. That's correct, Karam. Yes, I am a senior. Yep. Yeah, it was a pretty chill day. I did have the coach's corner, which is a basically a show that the PA announcer for our football team does every Wednesday, where he interviews the coach, and I was invited as a guest, so got to ask the coach of our football team some questions as they prepare for their state tournament Division One quarterfinal game on Friday against Methuen. So I'm really looking forward to that, which I'll be commentating for the local TV channel. How's it going, Song? Checking in from work. I appreciate it, man. I'm doing well. I'm doing well. Yeah, I can't complain. 9-6 Celtics lead, as that floater was way short from Schroeder, but it is Celtics ball, last touched by Anunoby. About 4 minutes played now. And yeah, I know, Song. I have to tell them. I don't know if they'll listen to me, but I got to tell Tatum and Brown to pass more. I've been preaching that for a while, but it doesn't seem like they're listening. I don't know what will get them to pass more as the shot clock's winding down. Smart has to put up a 3, no good from the corner. Now the Raptors in transition. Barnes can't convert. Great defense by Jason Tatum. He got a piece of that. Horford to Tatum. Pass to the corner. Here's Marcus Smart. Smart to the lane. Hook shot is short. Rebound by Horford, and the putback rolls in. The Celtics dominating the offensive glass. It was the other way around last time these two teams met a couple weeks ago. The second chance point, 6-0 in favor of Boston. Siakam passes to the corner. Rob Williams defending Anunoby. Spin around fadeaway shot. No good in the lane for OG. Horford the rebound, and now it's Schroeder. Celtics shooting 5 of 13. Toronto 3 of 8. Tatum guarded tightly by Van Vliet. From the elbow, can't bank one in. And now the Raptors the other way. It's Van Vliet, left-handed layup, no good, but the whistle comes, and a couple free throws on the way for Fred Van Vliet. No, I am not in a fantasy league, unfortunately, Song. I am not. Just under 7 minutes to play at TD Garden in the opening quarter. We're just getting started, so stick around. Timeout on the floor. Back with more in a moment. And welcome back into the broadcast, everybody. Early on, it's a 5-point Celtics lead, about 6:44 to go in the first quarter. How about Scotty Barnes so far this season? Among rookies, he ranks first in minutes, points, field goals made, and rebounds. Third in steals, seventh in assists. He tallied 25 points, 13 rebounds, and at a plus 29 point differential on the floor in that October 22nd matchup against the Celtics, which was the second game of the season for Boston, a game in which Toronto really dominated the Celtics, quite frankly. And yeah, I saw that song. The Jokic Bros want the smoke. Yeah, got beef between them and Marcus Morris, which is interesting. Yep. Welcome in, Jeffrey. The Ducks won indeed. Yes, as Van Vliet knocks down the first of two free throw attempts. He had 11 points October 22nd against Boston, and he'll make it 2 for 2, 11-8 the score. That's Marcus Smart. We'll bring it up the floor for the Celtics. Yeah, it's not the best rookie class, that's for sure. Yeah. Here is Tatum, kicks it to the corner. Schroeder a three, got it. Dennis Schroeder from downtown. And what an asset he has been since joining the Celtics from the Lakers. Wild pass underneath by Van Vliet and a ferocious throwdown by substitute for Toronto, Achua, Precious Achua. Still a young player in the league as Smart can't convert the layup. Raptors running in transition. And a nice handle and the layup by OG Anunoby. It's a 2-point game just like that. You like Mobley from the Cavs? Yeah, Mobley's a solid player. The screen set by Williams. Open look for Smart, and he connects on the deep two. 16-12, Celtics by 4. Played a little over half of the first quarter at TD Garden. Now here's Van Vliet. Pass to Siakam, who's defended by Richardson, and Williams climbed the ladder for the block. And a foul called against the Raptors. What a block by Williams. His verticality on full display. Yeah, exactly, Song. Exactly. And so Schroeder will pass it ahead for Tatum. And now back to Schroeder as he'll take it into the front court. Tatum top of the key. Behind the back pass. Richardson, spin move, another new addition to the Celtics team. Tatum now driving to the lane, lost the handle on his way up, but a foul called. And it looks like it's going against Pascal Siakam. Euro step from Jason Tatum on his way to the rack. It's a Celtics team who come under a bit of criticism early in the season. To Tatum's credit, he was lights out Saturday at the Mavericks, scoring 32 points, but of course wasn't enough because the Mavericks have someone named Luka Doncic who lit it up. But and looking back on that Tatum drive, he did have Schroeder open on the left wing. Wide open, I mean. Decided to go up for the shot. Of course, it's a big talking point. Maybe Brown and Tatum being a bit too selfish at times. Here come the Raptors. After Tatum converted both free throws, 18-14 the score. Pulling up is Trent, and the contested jumper is good. Nice work by Gary Trent Jr. 18-16, Celtics by 2. Tatum into the lane, kicks it out, cross-court pass, and the corner three is on the money for Josh Richardson. Celtics by 5, and the three-point shooting has been solid for Boston. 3 for 6. Here's a corner three for Toronto, and answering the call is Fred Van Vliet. Back to a 2-point lead for the Celtics. Smart to Rob Williams. Richardson Had that one come off his own leg. Raptors basketball. It'll be Van Vliet passing it in. And sorry, that was actually Romeo Langford with the last three. All right, have a good one, Song. Yeah, I know it's already tomorrow for you, so have a good day, Song. And thanks for sticking around, Travis. Greatly appreciate it, man. As that was recovered in the backcourt. That's going to be a backcourt violation against Toronto. An errant pass and a bad turnover there for the Raptors. Jaylen Brown out a couple of weeks with that hamstring injury. Tatum one-on-one, denied at the rim. What a block by Achua. And now running the floor are Toronto, and Richardson responds at the other end. What a denial that was as he blocked the shot of Branton, and great work on the offensive glass by Rob Williams, who puts back the rebound and puts the Celtics up by 4. Now at the other end, it's too strong from Van Vliet. Tatum, full force the other way, keeps the dribble and nearly had it stripped away. Great effort by Van Vliet. Off of him, it'll stay Celtics ball. Sorry, it was Mikhailuk who was denied. Mikhailuk, the former Kansas Jayhawk. He was the one who had his shot blocked by Richardson. What's good, Mike? We got Mike in the house tonight as Van Vliet will take a seat. The Celtics are averaging 6.7 blocks a game, which leads the NBA. Tatum, Euro step, kick out, corner three. Langford hits again. Romeo Langford with 2 threes off the bench. And the Celtics have a 7-point lead with 3 minutes to go in the first quarter. Boston now 4 for 7 from beyond the arc. Toronto 1 for 2. Passed out by Branton and an off the ball foul as Anunoby had it. And it'll be a 3-second violation, in fact, and a timeout on the floor. 2:58 left in the opening quarter. It's Boston by 7. Back with more after this. Welcome back in, everybody. Celtics with a 26-19 lead. And I do have an injury update regarding Jaylen Brown. He did injure his right hamstring. Will miss 1 to 2 weeks. Suffered a similar hamstring injury last year. So I guess not an immediate update, just the facts we have and what we know. Nothing really more than that, but you hope it's nothing too serious. Of course, Jaylen Brown, one of the stars of the Celtics team, and Boston with a bit of a troubling start to the season. Currently 4-6. They did have nice back-to-back wins against Orlando and Miami, but then a setback after that. So it's been a bit inconsistent to start the season. That's what I'm basically saying. And of course, they'll need to find that consistency if they want to be a true team for others to fear in the East, is because of the 3-second violation, one free throw attempt for Anunoby, which he misses. And now the Raptors will get the ball with 14 seconds on the shot clock. 2:58 left in the first quarter. A lob up high. Coming down with it is Achua. Along the baseline, he's guarded by Schroeder, now picked up by Richardson. Achua backs it up, now back into the paint. Floater is short, grabs his own rebound. Baseline shot, too strong, and now the Celtics have possession. Schroeder taking it across half court. Schroeder into the lane. Decided to pass it out last second. This is Tatum. No look pass. Richardson to the corner, and Langford denied on the corner 3 attempt. Flying in was Banton. Well, Langford's been hot from that right corner. But this time, Banton read it and able to come up with the block. We got John in the house. What's good, John? Great to have you here. And there's some type of pause in the action as the referee goes over to the scores table. And they're actually looking for a new basketball, as the one that was blocked went maybe down the tunnel. I don't even know. All right, new ball. It'll be inbounded from the corner. Richardson finds Tatum. 5 on the shot clock. Tatum, pull up. No good. On the mid-range jumper. And now the other way, it's Banton. He's going to drive it. Cross-court pass. Horford went up for the block. Blowing by him is Anunoby. He misses the layup, but on the putback is fouled. And 2 free throws coming up for OG Anunoby. Yeah, his original layup missed, but he stayed with it to his credit and fouled on the attempted putback. 2:07 now left in the first quarter of play, and first of 2 free throws knocked down. Well, the Raptors rank first in the league in deflections per game, loose balls recovered, and offensive rebound percentage. 39.7 offensive rebound percentage in the October 22nd win over the Celtics for Toronto. Both free throws are good. It's a 5-point Boston lead. 2 minutes left in the quarter. Dennis Schroeder. Schroeder has had it for the entirety of the possession. Now gives it up to Richardson. 6 to shoot. Richardson, left wing perimeter. Running out of time. 2 on the shot clock. Richardson dribbles in, puts it up, and puts it in. Josh Richardson looked to be in a dire situation, but the contested mid-range shot from the left side is good. It's a 28-21 Boston lead. Now Banton with a pass inside. Down low it goes, and the fall away is good. What a shot that was by Mikhailuk. 5-point game. Al Horford finding Richardson, who's had a lot of involvement off the bench. Back it goes to Horford. Horford with 6 to shoot at the edge of the paint. Kicks it out. Schroeder, good look from 3. It's good. Dennis Schroeder from downtown. And Boston reclaim an 8-point advantage. Inside the final minute of quarter 1 inside TD Garden. Boston 5 of 9 from 3 now. Anunoby along the baseline. Schroeder defending. Now a double team emerges. Anunoby in some trouble, and Horford strips it away. What a steal by Big Al. And now it's Horford on the break. He'll slow it down. Half a minute left in the quarter now. Passed off to Schroeder, top of the key, defended by Achua. Schroeder all the way in, and that should be goaltending. It is. Achua went up for the block, but the ball had already hit the rim. Already hit the glass is what I meant to say, and it's a double-digit Boston lead, their largest of the night. Horford picks up Banton, Achua inside, and a nice reverse layup by Scotty Barnes. 2 seconds left in the quarter. Schroeder trying to find Nesmith. The pass deflected, and time will run out. That is the end of the first quarter at TD Garden. The Celtics got the offense heated up early, and the three-point shooting was impressive. Good presence on the offensive glass as well. 33-25. It's Boston by 8. The second quarter is next, so stick with the broadcast here on YouTube. I'll be back with more right after this break. And welcome back in, everybody, as we were set for the start of the second quarter. What's good, Quinn? Welcome into the broadcast. Glad to have you on board, man. And yeah, I should be able to recap this game tonight, Quinn. Yeah, I don't have school tomorrow as it's Veterans Day, so I should definitely be able to get that done tonight. Yeah, sounds good. As we get the second quarter underway, the Celtics have an 8-point lead. And that three off the mark. And everyone tuning in, as you see on the ticker, definitely check out BostonSportsWave.com for the best Boston sports coverage. And as you may have heard, I'll be putting a recap up tonight of this game on that website run by Quinn, who does a great job as well. And that's some nice transition points for Toronto as Van Vliet connected with Mikhailuk. 33-27. Schroeder with an errant pass that's turned over. Mikhailuk in transition lays it in for two, and it's not the start to the second quarter that the Celtics were looking for. 33-29, just like that. And all right, I appreciate it, Quinn. Thanks so much, man. As an early second quarter timeout called by Ime Udoka, as the Celtics will look to regroup Toronto have just made it a 4-point game. Back with more in a moment. Only 55 seconds played in the second quarter, and, well, the quarter started out with the Celtics up by 8, but just like that, it's a 4-point game. As on this date, November 9th, in 1984, we had the Larry Bird and Julius Erving fight that added another chapter to the legendary rivalry of Celtics Sixers. Of course, Erving threw a couple of punches at Bird, and all chaos broke loose at the old TD Garden. And, well, those were the good old days. A lot of bad blood. Larry Bird and Dr. J, two of the best players in that time. And yeah, the NBA back in that day was awesome. As we get play back underway, a 4-point game. Schroeder finds Langford to Grant Williams, pump fake, and on the cross court pass draws a foul. Celtics looking to get within one game of 500 record, I should say. This is passed into Schroeder. Raptors currently sitting at 6-5, meanwhile. Oh, it's a great cut by Schroeder, pass by Horford, and it all goes to waste as Schroeder tried to pass it out to Grant Williams. It slipped right underneath his legs and through his hands. Third turnover of the quarter already for Boston. How about that? Bank shot by Barnes. Raptors back within 2. Celtics looking for their first points of the quarter. Barnes, by the way, 8 points so far. Langford to the corner. Schroeder quickly passes it off. Nesmith out to Horford. His open look 3. Back iron, and the Raptors grab the rebound. Cross court it goes to Fred VanVleet. Left-handed layup won't go. Wow, a golden opportunity to tie the game. The Raptors can't take advantage. Now it's Horford with his back to the basket, turns around and finishes for the first 2 points of quarter number 2 for the Boston Celtics, 35-31. Now VanVleet for the Raptors. Sharp pass down low. Banton back outside. VanVleet off balance 3, no good. Rebound fought for and falls to the hands of Schroeder. Schroeder from Germany. He has it top of the key, defended by Precious Achiuwa, who played his college ball at Memphis. And Schroeder all the way in, wild layup, no good. Achiuwa now on the break, Euro step move, and an offensive foul. Romeo Langford took one for the team right there. Yeah, Langford was set. Great job by him. And so the Raptors give it away. 3 minutes gone in the second quarter now. Great to have your company on this Wednesday night. We've got Gio in the house. What's good, Gio? Great to have you here. Sure. Bounce pass to Horford. Knocked loose. And it'll stay with Boston. Along the baseline as Achiuwa took a swipe. Was it a foul? Was it clean? They said it was clean, the referees. Looks like Banton will take a seat. And his replacement is Malachi Flynn. Schroeder spinning into the lane. Out to Horford. Mid-range look. He knocks it down. Now Horford makes it a 37-31 lead. This is handed off to Van Vliet. Horford has 8 points on 4 field goals. Along the baseline, it's Barnes. A late whistle, but a foul called in the end as Barnes will earn a trip to the line. A call going against Romeo Langford. Let's take another look at this. Yeah, I suppose he did bump him on the arm. 2 free throws for Barnes, the rookie. First one's too strong. Jason Tatum making his re-entrance here with 8:27 left in the second quarter. Al Horford will take a seat. Marcus Smart also back into the game for Boston. Scotty Barnes, 8 points on the night. His second free throw attempt coming up. It's good. So he goes 1 for 2 on that trip. It's a 5-point ball game. Smart to Tatum. Those two just re-entered. Tatum picked up by Chris Boucher, who just came in for the first time. Nice pass down low. And it's Marcus Smart with the finish off the glass. 39-32, Celtics by 7. 4 assists for Tatum. Now Scotty Barnes defended by Langford. Barnes, couple of deceptive moves, couldn't finish at the rim. Rebound by Tatum. Outlet pass. It's Smart. In the lane, down low, Grant Williams with the finish. And the Celtics are back into a rhythm. 9-point lead. Van Vliet defended by Grant Williams. Screen set by Boucher. And that pass picked off. Smart on the break. Malachi Flynn takes a hack at him. And that has to be a flagrant right there. The Celtics were not too pleased about that foul by Flynn. Yeah. And Smart had a funny look on his face right away. He kind of knew it was coming. And Tatum immediately came in to help Smart up and I'm sure had some words for Malachi Flynn, and this is going to be reviewed. This has got to be a flagrant, I would have to think. I mean, Smart was going to get an easy 2 points. Well, let me just put it that way. And Flynn had no intention to play the ball. Let's be frank right here. I don't think Flynn had any intent to play the ball. He knew exactly what he was doing. It's a flagrant one without a doubt. I'd be surprised if it goes any other way. 41-32, Celtics with the lead as this review takes place. I mean, the left arm is draped around his shoulder. He pretty much drags Smart down. But this review is taking longer than I would anticipate. All three officials still over there at the scores table. Yeah, I don't know why this is taking a while, but this is the deal with replay in all sports now. You have these seemingly easy calls that take a while to be looked at, and then some blatant ones that don't even get reviewed. But that's how it is. And indeed, it's a flagrant one foul assessed to Malachi Flynn, so no one's surprised with the ultimate ruling. Nick Nurse, I guess, is the one person who's not pleased about it, but I don't think he really has much of an argument here. And so Smart will head to the line as a result, and the Celtics will retain possession with 7:27 remaining in the half. First free throw, no good from Smart. He'll try to make amends on his second free throw attempt here. He makes it. So 1 for 2 there to make it a 10-point game. The Celtics will keep the ball. It's Pascal Siakam. Re-enters for Toronto. Grant Williams to Marcus Smart. Smart at the right elbow. Finds Grant Williams in the corner. His three is short. Rebound by Flynn. Flynn to Siakam. Hand it off to Van Vliet. No look pass. Siakam, a rare three. That won't fall. Rob Williams the rebound. Smart to Jason Tatum. Back down low for Smart. Bounce pass for Langford. He missed, but it's thrown down by Williams. He's been a force on the offensive glass all night long so far. And it makes it a 12-point Boston lead. 8 points, 5 rebounds for Williams. Meanwhile, the Raptors respond with a Van Vliet three. Smart out to Rob Williams. Now it's Grant to Tatum. Back for Grant Williams. Nice ball movement by the Celtics. They swing it around the perimeter. Taking a dribble and missing the three is Tatum. Another offensive rebound. The putback this time, no good by Rob Williams, but it'll stay Boston ball. Here's a Tatum three off the inbounds pass. Off the mark, Gary Trent the other way. We've got an off-the-ball foul. It's going to go against Grant Williams. Midway through the second quarter, 9-point Celtics lead. Malachi Flynn passes it to Boucher. Boucher to Siakam. His jumper no good. Tatum, pass ahead. Rob Williams with the flush. And the Celtics back with a double-digit lead. 46-35, TD Garden. is enjoying what they're seeing. That's 10 points for Robert Williams. This is lobbed up towards Siakam, and Richardson a bit over aggressive. Foul called, and he can't believe the call, Richardson. Yeah, I agree. I sympathize with him. I mean, what did Richardson do wrong there? If anything, it was Siakam pushing off of Richardson. Interesting call to say the least, as Trent hands it off to Siakam. And he charges right into Grant Williams. Offensive foul called. Boston getting it done at both ends of the floor. .526 left now in the half. This will be brought up by Marcus Smart. Bounce pass to Jason Tatum. Tatum at the left elbow, defended by Trent. Nearly had it knocked away. Keeps the dribble. Tatum, fade away along the baseline. Won't go. Raptors in transition. It's Siakam across half court. Siakam to his left hand. Spinning through, met by 3 Celtics. And now it's kicked out and reset. Up top to Gary Trent. Pump fake by Flynn. Flynn backs it out. Pulls up from 3. In and out. And Williams with another rebound. Here's Smart. Full speed ahead. Still going. Kick out to the corner. Richardson pump fake. Steps in and knocks down the 2. The Celtics have their largest lead of the night. 48-35. It's all going well for Boston. 4:36 left in the half and a timeout on the floor. Back with more from TD Garden. Welcome back. 13-point lead for Boston, their largest of the night. And sounds good, Quinn. Yeah, thank you, man. Thank you for stopping in. And always a pleasure. Always a pleasure. Yep. I'll take care of the recap later on, as it's looking good so far for the Celtics. No doubt about that. But we would all be foolish to write off the Raptors, or any team for that matter, with a 13-point deficit in the first half, because in the game of basketball, it really is a game of runs, and still a long way to go in this one. Of course, it is Veterans Day tomorrow, as we thank all of those who serve in The military, they don't get enough credit, do they? As that's a nice spin move inside and the left-handed layup converted by Pascal Siakam, 48-37. Here's a layup, and Rob Williams with the throwdown plus the foul. That was beautiful. And the crowd on their feet on a perfect alley-oop from Marcus Smart. And Rob Williams not losing concentration on the way up. He's got 12.7 rebounds, 5 of which have been offensive rebounds. Free throw, no good. So it stays a 13-point ball game. 4:10 left in the first half. 3 from Anunoby, no good. And Tatum there for the rebound. Tatum transition for the Celtics. Has it on the left wing, a little bit too fancy on the behind-the-back pass, which is turned over. And Van Vliet short on the 3 offensive board. Siakam. Out it goes to Trent, and his 3 is good. Raptors make it a 10-point game, 50-40. Toronto actually have 9 points off of turnovers now. Celtics have 5. Tatum passes to the corner. Grant Williams can at the 3. Another rebound by Rob. Tatum, nice move to the lane. A lot of contact, nothing called, but Rob Williams is there for the follow-up. 52-40. And now at the other end, it's put in by Scotty Barnes as Smart hit the deck. Couldn't get the offensive foul call that he was looking for. Now it's Jason Tatum for the Celtics. Tatum, spin move. Pass to the corner. Grant Williams along the baseline. Kicks it out. Richardson for Tatum. Shot clock at 2. Another corner 3. Grant Williams can't hit. Offensive rebound. Tatum puts it in. Great work all around by the Boston Celtics. Fluent ball movement, and the offensive rebounds keep on coming. It's 16 second chance points for the Celtics. That 3 hits back iron for Gary Trent. And a kick ball as Smart tried to thread the needle and find the cutting Grant Williams. It'll stay with Boston. .219 left in the first half now. Smart will inbound for the Celtics. Schroeder to Richardson. His corner 3 is good, and the Celtics have a 57-42 lead. That lead increasing. Van Vliet into the paint. Left-handed hook shot, no good, but the putback is from Scotty Barnes. Here now is Richardson. Tatum has it in the corner, spinning his way into the lane, had it knocked loose, and a foul called. Tatum with 9 rebounds. Barnes has 6 for Toronto, meanwhile. Look at the assist leaders. Tatum with 5. Van Vliet has 4. Achua checking back in. Barnes will take a seat. 1:40 left in the half. Along the baseline, it's Tatum working on Anunoby, and the contested shot rattles in. It's a 15-point Boston lead. Tatum, 9 points, 9 rebounds, 5 assists. Deep 3 from Van Vliet. That's short. Rebound by Boston. Tatum running the floor. He's going to take it all the way in and lays it in for 2. It's a 17-point Celtic lead as they keep on increasing that gap, and we've got an offensive foul. The call goes against Achua. 3 bodies hit the floor. Smart and Tatum both went down, as well as Achua. What a great half for Jason Tatum. He's getting it done in all aspects, as we have about 65 seconds left in the half. 61-44. 11 points, 9 rebounds, 5 assists. That's Tatum's stat line so far. And it'll be Marcus Smart heading to the line as the Celtics are in the bonus. His first free throw too strong. Coming up next, it's the halftime report, so keep it right here for that. Second free throw is good, 62-44. 10-2 run for Boston in just the last 90 seconds. Siakam to Trent. Deep three, no good. Tatum the rebound. Tatum defended by Siakam. Double team emerges, finds the open Richardson. His mid-range shot off the iron and collected by Anunoby. Van Vliet the drive inside and lays it in with the right hand. 62-46. 25 seconds remaining now. Here's Dennis Schroeder. Screen set by Tatum. Schroeder to Tatum. 4 to shoot. Tatum, contested shot. No good. Shot clock is off. 3 seconds left in the half. Siakam ahead for Anunoby. The shot off in time, but it's going to be well short. And that is the end of the first half in Boston. And it's a half that went well for the Celtics. As Boston possess a respectable lead at the break. Here are the thoughts of Robert Williams, who really lit it up in that first half.
Last game we played them, they were way more aggressive than us. So really, it's just the focus point. My team coming in to be aggressive on both ends.
You knew you'd have a size advantage coming in, but you've got 7 offensive boards already. How have you been able to take advantage?
Like you said, using my size every time, not giving them time off at all. Doing what I do best, doing what I love to do. So we got to keep it up in the second half.
Best of luck, Rob. Thank you.
All right, there are the thoughts of Rob Williams at the half. 7 boards, as you heard right there. 62-46 Celtics with the lead at the half. What's good, Hayden? What's good, Braulio? Welcome in, guys. Glad to have you on board. I'm doing pretty good, Hayden. I hope you are as well, man, as I'll be back after a quick break. The halftime report is next, so stay tuned as oh, really, Braulio? All right. Well, sorry to hear about that, man, but still appreciate you tuning in, as I'll be back with the halftime report in a moment. Welcome into the halftime report, everybody. You're freezing at your girls' softball game. All right, Travis. Well, stay warm. Stay warm as possible, Travis. I can definitely, relate. I've been yeah, the temperatures have definitely dropped here in Massachusetts the last couple of weeks. I referee soccer games over the weekend, and I refereed in a eighth grade girls game. It was 25 degrees at kickoff. It was an 8 a.m. game on Saturday morning. So yeah, I feel you, man. I feel you. At least I was running around though, but I have covered some of my school's games for football that have been pretty darn cold. Yeah, I have some memories of some freezing games that I've experienced. So stay warm, Travis. I guess that's the downside of living in the Northeast in the winter. As yes, Braulio, I do plan on being on the call for that Mexico U.S. game, no doubt about it, man. I can't miss a game like that. I will say I am covering my high school's state tournament football game, which is at 7. I know the U.S. Mexico game is at 9 o'clock, so I might miss like the first 30 minutes or so, which stinks, but I shouldn't miss any more than that. I should be home around 9:30. But we'll see. We'll see. So I might miss. Well, I'll probably miss the start, but I should be able to be on the call for most of it. So yep, can't wait for that U.S. Mexico game on Friday night. All right, I'll step aside for a quick moment, everybody. But when I return, I'll talk about the first half we just witnessed and look ahead to the second half between the Raptors and the Celtics. Welcome back into the broadcast, everybody, and just updating you on news elsewhere in Boston sports. There is a report that the Red Sox have offered Eduardo Rodriguez a multi-year deal. Meanwhile, in this game between the Raptors and the Celtics, Boston with an impressive first half showing, 62-46 they lead, but still a whole another 24 minutes to play. I'll set the stage for the second half after this. How about the first half performance from Jason Tatum and Rob Williams? Back with more on the halftime report in a moment. Welcome back into the halftime report, everybody. We are inching closer to the start of the third quarter between the Toronto Raptors and the Boston Celtics. Already the second meeting between these two teams this season. The Raptors handed the Celtics their second loss of the season at the time. It was the home opener for Boston back on the 22nd of October, and now in a rematch at the very same location, TD Garden. The Celtics trying to flip the script. They've done so far through a half. I think the key for the Celtics has been really good ball movement on offense and domination on the offensive glass as well. Defensively, I thought they were solid. Still room for improvement in that area, but the defense has been solid. It's the offense that stood out. A lot of unselfish passing and the offensive rebounding has been superb, led by none other than Rob Williams. What's good, Hugo? Welcome into the broadcast. What is the starting five for the champs? What do you mean, Hugo? I don't think I understand what you're asking, as I'll be right back for the start of the second half, so keep it right here. Oh, you thought it was Milwaukee. Okay, no problem. No, you're good, Hugo. You're good, Hugo. I was a little bit confused for a second. No, the Celtics do play Milwaukee on Friday. So that should be an interesting game on Friday. I'll be back with the start of the second half in a moment. Thanks for tuning in, Hugo, and everybody else. Welcome back. Let's get the second half started, shall we? The third quarter about to get underway. As I thank you all for tuning in on this Wednesday night early regular season action in the 2021-22 NBA season. Celtics looking to make it a 5-6 record on the season. Raptors currently sitting at 6-5. I got the sense that coming in, not a whole lot of expectation for Toronto. Obviously, it's a much different looking roster compared to the one that won the NBA title just a few seasons ago, actually. Celtics definitely expected to finish higher than Toronto, without a doubt, but Boston have been having their own issues early on the season. Not a lot of issues tonight, however, and that's a great start of the second half. A strip steal by Marcus Smart. Now the Celtics run it the other way. Cross-court pass, though, is picked off. Schroeder with a nonchalant pass, and throwing it down at the other end is OG Anunoby. 62-48. This is Smart for the Celtics. Smart finds Horford. 11 points off of turnovers now for Toronto. Tatum working on Siakam, spinning through and now kicking out. Schroeder's 3-2 strong, and Siakam has the board. Siakam in the lane, that's thrown away. Smart, wonderful pass right into the lane of Dennis Schroeder, who puts it in for an easy 2 points. 64-48. Now a pass to the corner by Scotty Barnes. Rob Williams defending, and that pass out of bounds by OG Anunoby. What a play by Marcus Smart on that last possession. Bit off balance when he came down with the steal, and then the pass was brilliant. Underhanded layup, no good. Offensive rebound again for Rob Williams, and Schroeder throws it out. It's a couple of bad turnovers by Dennis Schroeder. He'll try to wake up as the Raptors bring it the other way. This is kicked out to Gary Trent, and his three is good from the left wing. 64-51, Celtics by 13. Tatum to Smart in the corner. He's defended by Barnes. They'll switch as the screen was set by Williams. Tatum's three off the mark, and collecting the rebound is Anunoby. That pass tipped and intercepted by Marcus Smart. Feeds it to Rob Williams. Can't convert at the rim. Carrying the rebound, Fred VanVleet. About 2:40 played in this third quarter. Step back shot, no good at the edge of the paint. That was Anunoby. Here now is Dennis Schroeder. Gets it back from Horford. Schroeder to Marcus Smart. Smart. Tough shot. Got it. VanVleet breathing down his neck, but Smart able to knock it down. 66-51. Siakam, good look from three, and it's no good. Off the rim about 3 times. Smart floats one over to Tatum. Tatum with the drive. Lost the handle on his way. Bit of an awkward fall. It'll stay Boston ball with 13 on the shot clock. Tatum appears to be all right. 8:30 left in the third quarter now. Smart 8 points, 4 assists, and 2 steals. Inbounded to Horford. Now Smart. Horford out to Schroeder. Now Tatum takes the step in. Deep two off the mark. Horford with the rebound. Knocked out of bounds by Van Vliet. It'll stay with Boston. Passed into Horford. Defended tightly by Siakam, and it's off of Pascal. 9 to shoot. Celtics will keep it. Siakam is all over Horford. Horford receives the pass. Defended tightly, and this time Siakam knocks it away. That's stolen. Spin move at the other end, and Scotty Barnes fouled by Tatum. First free throw is good. 66-52 now. Thanks, everyone, for being a part of tonight's broadcast. Great to finally be doing my first Celtics game of the season. I've been very busy lately, and hopefully soon I can do a Bruins game as well. You're still freezing. Well, hopefully the game is close to ending, Travis, so you can warm up soon, man. This will stay with the Celtics. Last touch by Gary Trent Jr. Inbounding from the baseline is Schroeder. I know, man. I don't like the winter either. I don't like it either. This is taken away by Toronto. And at the other end, it's Trent spinning around and banking it in. And the Raptors on a little bit of a run. That'll make it 66-55. Celtics by 11, but Ime Udoka not happy as he calls a timeout. Back with more after this timeout. Hello, everybody, and welcome back. Celtics by 11, a 66-55 Boston lead at TD Garden. Hope you guys are enjoying the broadcast so far. as we return from the timeout. Great crowd on hand at TD Garden. Great to have full capacity crowds back in arenas and stadiums throughout the country, across all leagues, as Dennis Schroeder takes it into the front court. 7.5 to go in the third quarter. Schroeder driving inside, out to Smart, scoop pass for Horford. Cross court he goes, and a foul called against Boston. Offensive, I believe, against Horford, although I could be wrong. It'll be Toronto ball nonetheless. Inbounding is Scotty Barnes. Van Vliet picked up by Horford. Step back shot. Too short. And the rebound secured by Rob Williams. You guessed it. Here's Tatum behind the back pass. Rob Williams to Smart. Pump fake. Smart now cycles back to the top of the key. 10 on the shot clock. Behind the back dribble again. And Smart hit hard. No foul called. And here come the Raptors the other way. It's Trent stepping back for the three. No good. And Siakam is met by Smart off of Toronto. Boston ball. Well, things got chippy all of a sudden. Got to appreciate the effort of Marcus Smart. He thought he was fouled at one and came hustling back and able to win possession. Say it last touch, Siakam. This is brought up by Dennis Schroeder. Smart to Rob Williams. That's poked away. Williams recovers. To the corner it goes. Tatum, a contested three. It's good. Jason Tatum from beyond the arc, and it's a 14-point Celtics lead. Tatum, 14 points, 10 rebounds, 5 assists. Maybe a little bit of a long shot, but I don't think so. He's 5 assists away from a triple-double. And that's a nice move. Schroeder goes to the basket, puts it in, 71-55, but the Celtics caught sleeping a bit as it's thrown down by Siakam at the other end. About 5:40 left in the third quarter now. Schroeder's out of breath. He was trying to hustle back as the ball is retrieved. (71-57). Tatum backs off. Rob Williams sets the screen. Defending is Anunoby. They'll swing it around to the corner. Smart. Three. No. Rebound collected by Pascal Siakam. Anunoby into the paint. Defended tightly by Tatum. Tough layup, but he got it. Banking it in was OG Anunoby. It's a 12-point ball game, under 5 to go in the third quarter. Smart into the lane. Left-handed layup is good. Celtics respond right back. Fouled there was Scotty Barnes. This game has had a good rhythm to it because there haven't been all that many trips to the line on both sides. Now I think about it, yeah, this has been a game with not many fouls at all, really. Although the Celtics did get into the bonus in the first half. Still didn't feel like they were, well, I guess there weren't many shooting fouls, to be precise, as Barnes knocks down his first free throw. Langford re-enters for the Celtics. Back in for Toronto is Achua. Rob Williams taking a seat. Al Horford back into the game as well. Dennis Schroeder will catch his breath. And both free throws are good. 73-61. Celtics by a dozen. Here is Smart, top of the key, finds Tatum on the right wing. Tatum into the lane, and that's taken away. Steal by Achua, who just came in. He gets it to Gary Trent Jr. Defended by Horford. Trent into the lane, kicks it out. A bit of a tap pass by Van Vliet. And now Barnes earns the foul call as he got fouled there by Marcus Smart. Let's see the replay. Yeah, it's definitely a foul. It should be on the floor, and it is. So no shooting foul. Good call by the officials. Shot clock will reset to 14. Van Vliet passes it in from the sideline, I should say, in front of the Boston bench. Into the paint, Anunoby kicks out. Open look from three, and Van Vliet makes no mistake. Back to a single-digit Celtics lead, 73-64. Toronto just hanging around and actually on a 9-2 run in the last 2 minutes, 15 seconds. Smart gets it back from Richardson, and now Tatum pulls up from the right elbow. It's a swoosh, 75-64. Now at the other end, spinning around is Barnes. They'll move it to the corner. Van Vliet well short on that three-point attempt. Here comes Smart. Out to Tatum. Tatum working on Anunoby. Now Van Vliet defending Smart, and he'll commit the foul. Timeout called. 2:52 remaining in the third quarter. 75-64. Celtics still in control, but the Raptors not out of it just yet. Back with more from TD Garden. Celtics have an 11-point lead inside TD Garden over the Toronto Raptors. Glad to have your company on this Thursday night. Not Wednesday night. I'm losing track of the days. This is a weird week for me because I had a half day of school today, no school tomorrow, half day on Friday. So I'm losing track of the days already. Shout out to Mike Gorman, by the way, who of course has been and is still is the play-by-play commentator of the Boston Celtics, longtime play-by-play commentator of the Boston Celtics. And the reason I bring him up on this night is because he served in the U.S. Navy from 1970 to 75. So we thank him for his service, as tomorrow is Veterans Day. So Mike Gorman, the ever so talented, not just broadcaster, but all-around person. As I remember it was brought up before that he served in the military, but I almost forgot, to be honest with you. So shout out to him and everyone who has served for our great country. Horford knocks down the jumper, 77-64. Final 2.5 minutes of the third quarter now. Spinning into the lane is Anunoby. Out it goes to Van Vliet. Now Mikhailuk pulls up from the elbow, rattles in. Back to an 11-point game. Here's Jason Tatum. Finds Al Horford. Horford into the paint. Fade away. No. Rims out. Rebound by Scotty Barnes. Van Vliet lost control. 2-on-1. Richardson going to take it all the way and fouled on his way up. Call going against Barnes, who can't quite believe the call. Yeah, that's a tough call, I will admit. And it looks like Nick Nurse is actually going to challenge. So a challenge here, 77-66. We'll see if this challenge pays off for Toronto. Welcome back. What's good, Vaughn? Glad to see you, man. Hope you're doing well, Vaughn, as the Celtics have an 11-point lead, 77-66. The Raptors challenge the call. I'll tell you what the result of that challenge was in a moment, as Tatum has 16 points, Barnes has 17. Assist leaders, Van Vliet is 4, Tatum with 5. And so they upheld the decision. A foul indeed was the call against Scotty Barnes. So 2 free throws indeed on the way for Josh Richardson, who has 7 points and 2 steals. Do I still have to wear something on my face? Do you mean a mask, Vaughn? Yeah, our school requires us to wear masks still, which is I'm not gonna debate that. I can talk about that all day, but I'll be right back. I just have to take a quick phone call. All right, I am back, everybody. Sorry, I had to take that phone call quickly. But yeah, Vaughn, yeah, our school still requires everyone to wear masks regardless of vaccination status, which could change in the near future. If 80% of your school is vaccinated in Massachusetts, you can apply to have that mandate lifted. And we do have more than 80% of our students vaccinated, but the school has yet to apply. They have to go through a whole process. So I hope that mandate can be lifted soon because, you know, as I mentioned, a majority of the schools vaccinated. So, it would be nice if we didn't have to wear masks anymore, but it is what it is. As we get to the end of the third quarter, the Celtics have an 80-68 lead. The final quarter is coming up in a moment. And welcome into the broadcast, Yoshi Bros. No, I'm not only live streaming because my team is winning. I've been streaming from the start, so I had no idea how this game would go. But yeah, we aren't destroying you guys, but we do have the 12-point lead. I'm back for the fourth quarter after this. Welcome back in, everybody. Look at the stats through three quarters. Both teams shooting about the same percent. 45% are Boston, 44% are Toronto. 30 rebounds for the Raptors, 37 for the Celtics. Boston with more second chance points, 16 compared to 7 for Toronto. Fourth quarter underway. Corner three won't fall for Richardson as we get the final 12-minute period started. Here's Banton for the Raptors. Achua back out to Banton. Corner, it's Mikhailuk who steps out of bounds. His heel clipped the sideline. The referee was right there to make the call. Celtics take over. Boston trying to close out a game which they have controlled really from the start. You don't wear that on your face anymore? So I'm assuming your school doesn't require masks anymore, Vaughn? I wish my school didn't have a mask mandate anymore, but it is what it is. Yeah, that's true, Yoshi Bros. Looking at your comment, yep, you guys on the ice. Maple Leafs did get the better of my Bruins on Saturday, and that'll be an offensive foul here against Toronto. Oh, yeah, that's right, Vaughn. You're not in school anymore. I completely forgot. That's right. Yes, you graduated back in the spring. Yeah, my bad. You are right about that, man. As Achua's under some pressure and Richardson knocked it away. Good hustle play by Josh Richardson. After Achua stole from him, it'll stay with Toronto. Early fourth quarter, still waiting the first points of the quarter. It's passed into Achua. Siakam defended by Langford, contested fadeaway. No good, but he drew the foul. 2 shots on the way. Siakam knocking down the first of 2 free throw attempts. And he'll make it 2 for 2, 80-70 now the score. Tatum, by the way, currently not in the game, so he's on the bike, staying loose as the Raptors bring full court pressure. Excuse me. Richardson to Horford. Horford finds Schroeder. Schroeder backs off. Now to Horford on the baseline. Out to Richardson. His 3. Good. Josh Richardson with the triple. 83-70. About 2 minutes played in the fourth quarter now. 13 points for Richardson on 5 of 8 shooting. Spinning into the lane is Siakam. Nice feed down low, and Banton lays it in. Schroeder nearly lost his balance trying to pass it in along the baseline. 83-72. The tempo really picking up as Schroeder's denied. What a block that was by Achua. Banton on the break, met by Grant Williams. Shot no good, and Grant Williams has it. At the other end, I should say, it's Schroeder who slows it down. He loses the handle. Toronto have the steal. It's a 3-on-1. Passed off to Siakam, down low. Achua denied. Langford the block, and now Schroeder called for the foul. What a wild last minute that was. Crazy sequence. Back and forth these two teams went. And yeah, definitely a clean block at first from Grant Williams, but then Achua got his own rejection, tried again, and that time drawing the foul. 9:26 to play. First free throw is good. We got a timeout. 83-72 early on in the fourth quarter. Back after this. Welcome back. 9:26 remains here in the fourth quarter. Celtics have an 11-point lead over the Raptors. Rob Williams having himself a night, isn't he? Great presence on the offensive glass. It seems like he's snatching up every offensive rebound, some points in transition as well. It's all going right for the Time Lord, as he's nicknamed. 14 points on 7 of 9 shooting, has 12 rebounds, 8 of them offensive. Achua back to the line after the timeout was called. Celtics leading by 11 with 9:26 to play. Free throw is good, 83-73. Here's Marcus Smart. Smart finds Rob Williams. Williams back to Smart. He's going to find Williams inside. Spin around move. The shot no good. And the rebound snatched by Achua. Under 9 to play now. It's brought up by Banton. Pull up jumper. And it swirls out for Siakam. Rebound collected by Tatum. Tatum into the lane for Smart. Kicks it out. Left wing 3. Won't go. And it's off of Toronto. So it'll stay Boston ball. 83-73. Celtics by 10. Rob Williams to Jason Tatum. Tatum, pull up 3. Yes! Jason Tatum from downtown. And the Celtics up by 13. He makes those look easy. 19 points, 10 rebounds, 5 assists for Tatum. And at the other end, a nice drive by Gary Trent, who puts it in. 11-point ball game, 8 minutes left. Marcus Smart in possession, and he'll be tripped up. Foul against Siakam. Tatum will inbound. Finds Marcus Smart. Smart to Tatum. 3-pointer, well short. Achua is underneath to grab it. Van Vliet, forward pass. Mikhailuk can't convert the layup, but was fouled by Josh Richardson. 2 free throws. And I'll tell you what, despite the Raptors consistently trailing by around 10 points on average in this game, they're staying around. They're not going away. If Mikhailuk can convert both free throws, it would make it a 9-point game. First one is good. Still 7:34 remaining, keep in mind. And he'll make both free throws. (86-77). Single-digit lead for the Celtics now. Tatum's defended by Siakam. Tatum going to take it all the way in. Hit hard. Trip to the line on the way. As he clutches his left knee. Let's look back at the replay here. Yeah, he got hit across the face. Maybe he landed awkwardly though, and that's why he was clutching his knee. Uh, no, I can't say I do, Vaughn. I can't say I do. Looks like Ime Udoka thinks it should have been more than just a common foul. But the call stands. First free throw knocked down by Tatum. Oh no, Udoka thought it should have been goaltending. I beg your pardon. And actually, he has a case looking back at the replay. I was focusing on the foul on all the other replays, not where the ball was. And yeah, that should have been goaltending right there. And look at that. Second free throw miss. So that could be a big miss by the officials. 87-77. Van Vliet to the baseline. Pass in front and a layup. Good by Anunoby. It's an 8-point game. I feel like you've asked me this question before, Vaughn. No, not necessarily. Here's Robert Williams. He'll find Jason Tatum. And Tatum is fouled. The call goes against Gary Trent Jr. .644 left. Marcus Smart to put the ball back in play. Passes it to Schroeder. Schroeder top of the key, defended by McCulloch. Now Tatum. Tatum. Fade away on the baseline. Air ball, but the Celtics keep it alive. Richardson in the lane. Pass down low and a blocking foul called against Precious Achiuwa. It'll stay with the Celtics. And what's going on, Paul? Glad to have your company tonight, and thank you for the kind words, man. I really do appreciate it. Definitely means a lot. Yeah, I've been in pursuit of a sports broadcasting career for a couple years now, and so yeah, I really enjoy calling games. I really do. Yeah, play by play is definitely my forte, but I enjoy all aspects of sports broadcasting. To be honest, I call games for my high school, for the local TV channel, and yeah, I mean, people say I have a voice for sports broadcasting, so I guess that definitely helps me out, as that'll be a jump ball. Nice work by Marcus Smart. And yeah, I've had a lot of practice with this, so still a lot of room for improvement, no doubt about that. But yeah, I do feel like if I went back and watched, 3 years ago, my play-by-play broadcasts, I'd be pretty embarrassed. So I like to think I've made solid progress over the years through experience. And so the jump ball will take place at the free throw line. It'll be Smart against Anunoby. 6:20 left in the fourth quarter. It's a 10-point ball game. Anunoby with the slight height advantage, but Smart wins the jump ball. That was a bit of an awkward toss-up by the referee, but the Celtics aren't complaining. Here's Schroeder finding Tatum. Tatum driving to the lane. Nice pass. Rob Williams controls and lays it in. Great work by Rob Williams. 91-79, and a timeout called by Nick Nurse. I don't think Nick Nurse is happy with how the jump ball went down, but the Celtics take full advantage, and it's a 12-point lead. Final 6 minutes of the fourth quarter after the break. 6:03 to go here in the fourth quarter. Celtics by 12. Rob Williams really hasn't had a quiet minute in this game, has he? And how about Jason Tatum with a great assist on that last Williams dunk? Sixth assist of the night for Jason Tatum. He's 4 away from a triple-double, 20 points, 10 rebounds. And look at that. It's snatched away by Josh Richardson. A quick steal out of the timeout. Tatum drives in and puts it in. The Toronto timeout was a chance for them to regroup and reset, but it completely backfired right there. Celtics with a quick 2 points out of the gate. And that's another steal. Tatum lead pass to Schroeder, and the layup is good. 95-79, just like that. In the blink of an eye, it's a 16-point advantage for the Celtics. 9-2 run in the last 2 minutes. And we've got a foul against Boston. Schroeder's having not Schroeder. Richardson is having a bit of a laugh. I assume that's a sarcastic laugh. Yeah, we'll see, Yoshi Bros. We'll see, man. I think so too, though. I think the Celtics have this win in the bag. It's now a 16-point game. Kick out by Scotty Barnes, and that three is way off. Not even close. Defeated look on the face of Nick Nurse. 5:18 left. Celtics with the ball, up by 16. This is brought up the floor by Schroeder. Schroeder. Poor pass. Mishandled by Rob Williams. 5 minutes left in the game. Anunoby into the paint. Finds Achua in the corner. Back inside. Barnes, Anunoby out to Van Vliet. His three is good. So some good ball movement by Toronto. Still a lot of work to do. It's now a 13-point ball game. As Schroeder will let it roll to half court before he picks it up. Smart move as shot clock doesn't start until he picks it up. And how about Schroeder? Nice solo effort on that possession. Mid-range jumper knocked down, 97-82. He has 16 points, 4 assists. Smart defending Anunoby, and now Tatum picking up Barnes. Barnes throws it away. Turned over to Schroeder. 4 minutes left. Tatum slows it down. That is true. That's a good point, Hugo. It's not over till it's over. Smart back to Tatum. He mishandles. And it's a turnover. Toronto ball with 3:57 left. Taking a break will be Precious Achua. Fred Van Vliet with the ball. Anunoby, nice bounce pass inside. And an easy flush for Scotty Barnes, 97-84. Toronto, again, just trying to stick around and make it a game till the end. But Marcus Smart quickly silences that notion. Wide open three knocked down from the right wing, 100-84. Boston by 16, I should say. Double team to Siakam. Now out to the top of the key. Three is no good from Gary Trent Jr. 3 minutes left. The Celtics in comfortable position to win this ball game. Oh, wow. Is that right, Hugo? Why is that? That's stolen away by Van Vliet. Van Vliet to Trent, and Trent with an easy 2 points. Really, Vaughn. What's good? Greg, welcome in as Schroeder's in possession, 2.5 minutes to play. Schroeder defended by Van Vliet. Mid-range shot. Got it. Dennis Schroeder knocks it down 102 to 86. Van Vliet, underhand pass, and fouled was Barnes. You don't like LeBron that much? Interesting. So are you just not a Lakers fan anymore? That's interesting to me. I mean, trust me, Hugo, I hate LeBron. I don't like LeBron at all, but I'll be a Celtics fan for life because that's my team. That I'm from Boston. I'll be a Celtics fan for life. So even if LeBron, obviously would never happen, but if he came to the Celtics, I wouldn't, stop rooting for the Celtics because of that. Team comes before individuals. For me, that goes both ways. If a player I don't like comes to my team, well, it is what it is. And if a player I do like leaves the team, well, I'm going to have to root against them now. That's just how it is. As we are into the final 2 minutes, 102 to 88. All right, I'll see you, Yoshi Bros. As the floater is no good from Dennis Schroeder. Van Vliet catch and shoot, deep three, no. Tatum the rebound. Schroeder dribbles around and draws the foul. Furious about the call is Trent. I'm not ignoring you, Greg. I'm not ignoring you. Sorry, man. I'm doing good. Hope you are as well. Well, the Bucks are currently leading the Knicks 107 to 96 in the fourth quarter. Giannis has 15 points, 15 rebounds, 8 assists, 18 points for Drew Holiday, who's shooting 7 of 16, 4 of 6 beyond the arc. The reason I bring the Bucks up is because they're the next opponent for the Celtics Friday night at 7:30. All right, I'll be back after this timeout. Final 90 seconds or so on the other side. Welcome back into the broadcast, everybody. What a night for Rob Williams, as well as Jason Tatum. I am just fine. 14-point lead for Boston as Dennis Schroeder heads to the line. Celtics in the bonus now. And Schroeder will knock down the first free throw. And so the Celtics will put in the reserves. The starters are done for the rest of this one. Dennis Schroeder, 19 points on 8 of 15 shooting and 4 assists. Both free throws are good. All right. I mean, fair enough, Hugo. So do you just not support an NBA team anymore? Yeah, because yeah, I could just never ever picture myself, not rooting for the Celtics. I mean, I'll be a Boston sports fan for life. So that's just how I am, being from Boston. But I respect that. I respect that. I mean, I don't like LeBron either at all. I can't stand LeBron. But once again, if he ever came to my team, I wouldn't stop rooting for that team for my team. As scores 104-88. About a minute left. Shot clock winding down. The mid-range jumper, no good by Flynn. Brought the other way by Aaron Nesmith. Gets it back. 3 is too strong. By the way, Nesmith, Pritchard, Grant Williams, Langford, and Richardson are the 5 on the floor here to see it out for the Celtics. Richardson snatches the rebound. No, Vaughn. I can't stand Crosby. As a Bruins fan, I've never liked Sidney Crosby. 25 seconds left. Peyton Pritchard kicks it to the corner. Grant Williams can't hit the 3. Rebound by Toronto. The shot clock is off. Okay, Hugo. Interesting. All right. Very good. As that is off of Boston. It'll stay with Toronto. Off of Toronto. It'll be Boston ball. They'll dribble it out. Peyton Pritchard to do so. And the Boston Celtics are going to get revenge. Toronto beat the Celtics in this building just a few weeks ago, October 22nd. But Boston gets the win this time around, 104-88, a convincing victory. The Celtics were really in control from the start, and they finish it off with a 16-point victory over the Raptors. And they'll carry some momentum heading into Friday night's big matchup against the Milwaukee Bucks. What a night for Rob Williams and Jason Tatum. Those two led the way. It was a stellar offensive performance. The defense performed as well. And Robert Williams, his final stat line, as he's the player of the game, 16 points, 8 of 11 from the field, 13 rebounds, 8 offensive rebounds, and 2 steals to go along with those other impressive numbers. Well, the Boston Celtics, it was their night. They defeat the Toronto Raptors 104-88. Next game for Boston is Milwaukee. They'll face the Bucks Friday night, 7:30. I'll be on the call that night for US-Mexico, however, but I'll definitely be doing more Celtics games, more NBA games in general. So I hope you guys enjoyed, and that sounds great, Hugo. I will see you on Friday. I'll see you all you guys next time. Celtics win it by 16 points. So long, everybody.